Hi, it's Skip from Skip's Messy Workbench, and I want to just give you a brief update on my progress on the AMT 66 Mustang that I've been working on. And actually I haven't been working on it much, but I did make a little bit of progress. So, hey, follow me to the shop and I'll give you the update. Hi, we're here in the shop, and I didn't make a lot of progress on the 66 Mustang to date, but I hadn't made a video in a while, so I thought, okay, I'll just do a quickie here. And sometimes my quickies turn into longies, if that's a word, which I doubt if it is. Anyway, I had been working on the engine, and I got some modifications that I made to this engine. For one thing, the engine had this pipe that I actually cut here, and I'll show you a slide off to the side here, off to the side over here. I cut this, and that was supposed to be the oil filler. I didn't like that, so I had actually just cut that piece off, and then over on the valve cover I drilled a hole and I put that cover, or that oil filler, on the valve cover where I feel it belongs. So I made that little modification. On the other side, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I drilled a hole here to mount a PVC valve, at which I'm in the process of fabricating myself. Because to make it to scale, it's really just going to be a piece of wire and some insulation to act as the hose. The one thing that I had to do on this was that in order to fit the header on, when I put the header piece on, it was sticking up above, so that these areas right in here were sticking up almost even with the top of the valve covers. And that definitely wasn't correct. In fact, and I don't know if it's going to be easily seen on here, there was an enormous gap in between the block, or the header type on the block, and the intake manifold. So and it's still not 100% correct. What I literally had to do was I had to shave out these areas on both sides of the heads in order to get that intake manifold to lay properly in that channel. And again, it's still not quite right. I'm still working on that slightly. I'm going to see what I can do with that. I'm not happy with it, but it might be that it's going to be what it's going to be. All right. So I've been working on that part of it. I have the pulleys and the belt pretty much detailed the way they're going to be, so that they'll go on the front of the engine. I painted the battery, and again, it's going to be difficult, and you can see I added just a little bit of a point. Let me get my pointer here. I added a little bit of color just to get some of the battery terminals, and then a little bit of red on the caps. What I did though was, because this mounts on this piece of front end metalwork, there were at one point 2 tabs that were on the bottom of the battery, and I believe they were on this side, but they were so tiny and so very tiny, and those hole, or those tabs would have went into these two holes. Well, during the cleanup process, they just came off. I mean, you couldn't help it. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking some styrene, and I'm in the process right now of making a battery tray, which I will then mount some wire on it so that I can pin it to this structure and then set the battery on it, just like it would be in an actual vehicle. So that's in progress. I have the second coat of paint on the body and all the other parts, and what I'm going to be doing is this has to be sanded yet, and it has to have a clear coat put on and stuff, so we're on our way with that. The dashboard, I did the dashboard in the same as the body color, and I just now started to do a little bit of detail work on it. So I put a wash in here. That's going to be the color of the interior. It's Tamiya Desert Yellow. I thought it kind of went pretty neat with the green, but this is just a first pass on this, so it's not looking real good yet. I just made a wash and started filling in. I plan to do the gauges and some of the dials and stuff here. So I'm in the process of detailing the dashboard. That's coming along. And then what I found was, as I was dry fitting some things, I figured, you know, I'm going to put the wheels in. So I did. And these wheels have metal axles, and I slipped them in through the holes, and when you put the wheels on, first of all, you can see there's a lot of slop side to side. Let me turn, maybe you can see it better upside down. A lot of slop side to side, and when you put the tires on, and I'm using the custom tires, I better get the right one here. This is the front tires. You can see there's a lot of slop there. When I had the body on it, they stick way out beyond the fender, so I'm gonna have to trim these axles to fit in there properly. So, and that's not a big deal, but it's just something that I didn't expect to happen. So that's pretty much where we are on this thing right now. I haven't had a lot of time to work on it lately, and so this is the status that it's in. I'm waiting. I did not even do anything with the tub, except I taped off the floor areas where I'm going to be doing some flocking on it. Like I said, I am going to do it in this Tamiya XF59 Desert Yellow. I think it goes really well with that green. And then I want to flock the floors. So I need to prime this yet. I also have decided that I'm going to use a standard shift. So I need to locate a shifter boot or make one of the two, and then start detailing out the interior after I get it primed and paint it the base color. But I ordered flocking, and it has not come yet, so I'm waiting on that to come in before I do much else to this. Anyway, that's where we are on this guy, and it was this is just a quick update. So I guess I'll see you around in the next video, and thanks for watching. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please give it a subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notifications. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. I learned from those thumbs downs, even though I've never gotten any. And anyway, that's about it for this time around. Like I said, I'm going to keep it short because I didn't get a whole lot done other than painting, and you don't need to see somebody painting so, or even somebody gluing. Anyway, I'll see you around later. I'll be back maybe in about another week or so with hopefully some more progress. So talk to you again soon. Bye.